live, but let's just get this thing edited together. My fingers are not working. Make it public. There we go. So we're definitely public and we're live. So let's get some coffee. Listen to some Natalie.
Coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme and have a cup of coffee. Let me show a little coffee house I know, where all the new bohemians go to have a cup of coffee. Greeting time, the music box is beating time. It's good old-fashioned meeting time. So grab a chair and dig me there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. Save me a chair, I'll see you there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. We'll have a cup of coffee, just a little bit of java. Yeah, we'll have a cup of joe, don't you know? 'Cause it's coffee time.
Yes. It's a Saturday morning coffee time. Happy, super duper, happy Saturday, the 18th of January, 2020. Good morning, Stoner. Hope all is well and it's swell and it's totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods.
Smoke weed every day.
One more time.
Smoke weed every day.
Good morning, Stoner. This is Saturday morning coffee. Coffee. Brought to you by lemon meringue. Lemon meringue, man. Yes. Put that right there. Bowl and a cup of coffee. Yes. Oh, that's some good coffee. I just woke up like at 7:15. I got up at 7:15. That was my neck of the woods. Got up, stirred my coffee, got my bowl loaded, ready to go, and now I'm ready to start my Saturday. Saturday's supposed to be, I think, sunny today. I think in the 50s, so it's gonna be a pretty darn swell and totally far out and hip and groovy type of day. Also, last night, I think it dropped. I think the temperature was only in the mid-40s. And once again, I slept with my heater off. I turned my heater off. I like to do that when I can. Because it's just, to me, it's good sleeping when the air is cold a little bit around, you know, and you're all snuggled in your big old comforter. I don't know. I slept good. I'm glad I got a day off. I got me a Saturday off. I got no big plans. I might even go to the movies today. I don't know. I certainly hope you're having a most groovy Saturday morning, Stoner, and thank you for joining me in the old VW bus this morning, this early morning. I probably could have just dozed back off and slept a little longer, but when I see my phone saying, my time saying 7:15, I was like, well, I better get on up. Start my day. You been up for a little bit? That's cool. Heck yeah, Stoner. I enjoy sleeping in this morning. I did. Oh, Stoner, you would have loved to see what I was working with last night. Yes. I was doing some work here at the place I stay at, and they were doing some harvesting. A little bit of harvesty, a little bit of trim, a little bit of trim. And I was doing some trimming. I was trimming some girls, some skunk number one. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did last night. But I got no big plans for the weekend, you know. I'll just chill out. I'll probably, you know, help my friends around here. All that jazz. Of course, you know, Sundays when I'm here in the city, I go get myself a taco and a torta, or a taco and a burrito, whatever the case may be, and do my laundry over on Route 66. I know it's funny. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't look forward to laundry. And I like doing laundry on Sundays here because, I don't know, it's special to me. I like it. Huh. Sorry, I was making sure we were still streaming. I was looking at the live stream on my mobile device, my other mobile device. And ever since Streamlabs, has changed, and before Streamlabs I couldn't, stream for only like 15 minutes. I've been sketched out. It's like I'm just waiting for Streamlabs to do something where I can't stream or something changes. I don't like that feeling. I like to be able to know that I can, get up every morning and, get on YouTube and be able to interact and stream to you fine folks. That's the only reason I wouldn't mind making 1,000, subs, so I can use the actual YouTube, YouTube app instead of the Streamlabs app. But it is what it is. It is what it is. My Facebook, Westphalia Chronicles page, just for the Facebook, for some reason this week has climbed substantially. I've been over 1,000 followers on the Facebook page for a couple of years now, and I think this week it climbed to like 1,200 followers. But I don't know, for some reason this week I got a bunch of different van life folks following me, a bunch of different VW folks following me. I guess the algorithm or something for the Facebook got changed. I don't know. That's the only way I know how to stream Stoner, is on a mobile device. When on Saturday, when I go back on Saturday, I'm going to be meeting with the computer technician and all that jazz. He's going to have my laptop, and so I'll have my laptop back and fully operational by this coming Saturday. And then I'm going to relearn how to, get on using the YouTube through my laptop, because I would like to, maybe get, some folks to join me live on YouTube. And in order to do that, I have to get my laptop up and running again, because I'd like to do some interviews back in the VW bus. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, groovy lady. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope this day is groovy and brought happiness to you. Grab you some coffee. If you ain't sipping on the coffee, load yourself some groovy green. If you're into the groovy green, and enjoy. Because I'm just yip-yapping. It's Saturday morning. It is Saturday morning. And I'm just chilling. Sorry. That went down the wrong pipe, man. Let's get some more coffee. It soothes our soul. Yeah, I mean that's what the good thing about cannabis is. It's definitely a soul soother. I myself use it as a nice medication. Like I was explaining to one of my coworkers yesterday, I was like, yeah, the stuff I smoke during the daytime, I really don't get stoned off of it. And she goes, what? I was like, yeah, that's why I don't, that's exactly why I smoke it. Because I like to smoke or vape things that, wake up the brain and keep me motivated all day long. I'm just like, I'm moving all day long. And then in the afternoons, I will switch over to like a hybrid, and like I was explaining to my coworker, I don't really get super baked, man. Yeah, man, I totally get baked. I get baked in the evening times. I have a nice little medication session, and that's why I said before, Normally, you're not going to see me live on the YouTube at nighttime, because that's my time to completely chill out, and all that jazz. So I like using the plant to its full medical benefits. I do, because it really is. It's good. I like good medical benefits from the plant. It soothes the soul. Now, some people, some days I can stay lit all day long, if I have nothing to do. Like today is probably a little bit one of those stories, but I choose, to puff on sativas, and sativas on the norm will, keep you energized, keep you, awake and doing things. Now, some folks, let me explain something. Now, some folks, who suffer from an adult form of ADHD, or what I call bouncing ADHD, you could smoke a sativa and get sleepy, or you could drink coffee. Some people can drink coffee and get sleepy. So, you just gel out. Yeah, I've been jelly before. But I don't know. As I've grown older, it's obviously the plant has became a lot different for me, and I don't know. I really enjoy using the medical benefits to the plant versus pharmaceuticals, and I've always had high anxiety, very, very bad anxiety ever since I can remember as a kid, and don't know why. I mean, I do not know why. And when I discovered the medical benefits of cannabis, those anxieties, was pretty nilch for me. So, but I'm hoping today I can raise the roof in my bus. How many of you folks can actually raise the roof in your house? Me, I can, but it's been down. It's been down for a couple days because of the rain. We've had a lot of rain and cool weather, and I need to raise the roof. The condensation in here, I mean, it's wet. The whole roof is it's one of the downfalls, I guess, of living in a van, is you'll collect condensation up there through the night. And on the norm, when it gets really cold, that freezes. I've seen that freeze up there. Freeze. Let's have a look. See how outside looks. Let me unplug you guys from the. I just plugged you guys up to power, but I unplugged you from power. Let's have a gander, see how it looks outside. It's cold outside. It looks like it's going to turn out to be a decent day. A really nice day. Okay, I'm going back in. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Yeah, it's been raining for like 2 days straight since Thursday. It started raining Thursday morning. So I gotta put you guys back on some power. Yeah, I think today I'd be able to raise the roof in the old VW bus. I have no big plans. I guess that's the groovy life of living my life the way it is. Because, you know, if I had me an apartment, I would spend the day cleaning the apartment a little bit. Or if I had a house, I would spend the day or most of the morning tinkering around the house. But no, I live in a van. You know, if I tinker around or clean my van up, it only takes a few minutes. So, a little snow, a little wind last night. We had a little wind last night. No snow, just no rain. The rain all moved out. Oh my gosh. We got Mark Fun Jones in his house in the VW bus this morning. He's farting around. He's with the fart club. He's just fart. Good morning, brother man. Hope all is well and swell and totally having groovy. Happy Saturday. Listen in. I'm just chilling. This morning is a groovy morning. It's always a groovy morning, but it's Saturday morning. It's a little, it's not like your normal coffee talk. Here we are already rolling in 22 minutes into this stream, and I'll just keep on streaming until I stream away. I got no plans, man. Let me get some old coffee here, though. That's my plan right now, is to get coffee. Last of the coffee I made. Thank you, Maxwell. Thanks, man. We'll sip coffee on the morning. We will. Fart Club Channels FCC. Far out, man. That's really groovy. But I don't know, man. This whole YouTube journey has been quite a journey, and it's still trucking. The YouTube itself, being a creator, because that's what they consider me as. I'm just documenting my life, but being a YouTube creator, it's been quite the adventure itself. It really has. And that's maybe why we all do YouTube. It's just for that adventure feeling in itself. So, heck yeah. My friend Michelle lives right next to the ocean. Beautiful ocean. I miss the Dolphins. I miss seeing the Dolphins. When I lived in Southern California, I was always at the beach myself. Like, if I had a day off, I was at the beach. I miss seeing the Dolphins. The Dolphins would always be really close to the shores, especially early in the mornings, because I would go camp at the beach, especially when I was a fleet manager for an RV rental company. I camped right next to the ocean quite a bit, and I miss that. I miss waking up, cooking breakfast, or falling asleep listening to the waves crash. The ocean. I am very much an ocean person. I belong next to the ocean. I'm a Southern California boy. I'm a Southern California man by heart, by nature. I grew up in Southern California. I moved back there in 2010 for a few years. up until my father passed away, and I miss that place. I just miss the ocean in general, and I understand Southern California and California in general is so expensive, super duper. Trust me, it is super duper expensive. But just living next to the ocean, and I lived in the mountains. I lived in the little town, a little city called Ojai, in Ojai, Ojai is how you spell it, Ojai, California, and it's just 12 miles up into the mountains, right off the coast, and that's where I belong. That's where I actually should be existing right now. It's there. That's where I was living up until my father passed away. So, and I know I'll make it back there someday. I know I will. But it's like the perfect place for me, because it's a little country and it's still a little, SoCal. Ocean's right there. I need to turn down my ringer. I didn't realize that was up. There we go. So I'm trying to turn my ringer down so it don't make noises. That's cool. Well, nothing wrong with a simple, laid-back life. That's the life I definitely live. I live in Oklahoma in a VW bus, but I definitely live the simple, laid-back life. I was just discussing with a friend of mine about, the long-term, eventually my long-term plan is to buy me just a little piece of land. And what's funny is I had two different friends yesterday. This was yesterday. I discussed this with two different friends about, because I would like to buy me maybe 2 to 5 acres of land and just build a nice little, tiny cabin around my bus, around me, so I have a little home to call my own all the time, like a little chunk of land, because everybody wants a little chunk of land. And eventually that's my long-term goal. That's something like right now I'm not wanting in my life or needing in my life, because I've had a mortgage, I've had me, stuff, and I lost all that stuff, and I don't want to lose, I don't want to go through all that drama again in my life. So right now, to think about just obtaining anything that I could lose, I don't want. That's why I have not bought me a generator yet for my bus, because I'm not using a generator right now. If power is to go out, yes, it'd be nice to have a generator. But if I was to have a generator right now, I would be constantly worried about it getting stolen. I don't want to live like that, man. I do not want to live my life constantly worried about that. And living the van life, living the nomadic life, you have those worries all the time about something happening to your home, or something getting stolen from your home or in your home. Just like I was explaining to my friend that owns the property here, my papers, everything I have, is in my bus. From my birth certificate to my bank papers. What you have in your home, I have in my bus, because my bus is my home. So those are my worries, because my life, it is my life. My van is my whole world, my whole life. And you're a little bit vulnerable when you live this lifestyle, and you got to have a little bit of walls, unfortunately, built up around yourself to be protective of other humans, because, other humans can easily take advantage of you. And it's sad, other humans who see you live in the lifestyle, like this, and they are, homeless or dang near homeless, and they know where you stay, they will steal from you. Or people, who know that, you don't have any financial worries, they will try to steal from you, or they will try to borrow money from you, or take money from you. You know, living this lifestyle has its it's not downsides, it's just another side of the life. You got to go and roll with the punches. I've been living this life for 4 years now, 100% the van life. And you know, I've had my close calls, I've had my scary, especially when I was living at the truck stops. You know, I lived, and it's all documented on this channel, I lived at those truck stops for quite a while. I experienced some crazy stuff at those truck stops for quite a while. A little Bob Marley, huh? Little Bob Marley. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Michelle. That's such a groovy song, you know. A little inspiration by Michelle this morning, you know. Yeah, my brother Mark, he's been watching and listening for almost 4 years. But I've been watching and listening to all my YouTube friends for almost 4 years or longer, especially with our brother Adam the Woo. It's been what, 10 years I've been watching him plus? A little bit of Bob Marley here. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright.
Gonna be alright. Sing, don't worry about a thing. Everything's gonna be alright. Right back this morning, smile with the rising sun. Pretty little bird by my doorstep, singing sweet song, and the melody pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you."
You know, it's too bad we lost old Bob Marley, but we were definitely blessed with his kids. You know, his kids continue his legacy, his music.
Gonna be alright.
Ziggy Marley. I don't know if you folks have ever got the chance to see some Ziggy Marley. Ziggy Marley is one of my favorites, you know.
Everything's gonna be alright. Right there this morning, smile with the rising sun. Pretty little bird, and it's by my doorstep, singing sweet love song, and the melody pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you." Sing, don't worry about a thing, worry about nothing. Every little thing gonna be alright. Alright. Sing, don't worry about a thing.
Don't worry about a thing.
Every little thing gonna be alright. Alright. Sing, don't worry
And it's so true, you know.
about a
Because if we just, you know, dwell in worryiness, it's no es bueno. But you know, and this is how I have experienced life. If you just kind of don't worry about a thing, everything will be all right. Because there's been many, many, many times that I've worried about, where's my next shower? Where's my next dollar coming? And you know what? Everything did be and was all right. So it's not good to spend our little moments that we're guaranteed, these moments like right now, worrying. Because we gotta just enjoy these little moments. That was a little bit of Bob Marley for you. Everything's gonna be all right. Exactly, Michelle. Little words to live by, you know. Even living the van life, you know. Everything will be all right. And that's why I live the van life, because everything is all right. Not to say living in four walls, a window, and a kitchen, and a bathroom, and all that jazz is not all right. But living simply, or just simply living, and trying to do it worry-free, drama-free, chaotic-free, complex-free, is a hard thing to do. But we will get by. We will survive. Man, that's crazy. You know? You know, because we will get by. We all just stick together, you know? So we're just going to think about that one. There's a little bit of Touch of Grey for you fine folks by the Grateful Dead. Exactly. Positive thoughts. Positive actions, man. I truly believe in that, Michelle. The power of positivity, the power of prayer, whatever you want to call it. I am a true believer in it because I have experienced that. And I can only tell you from experience, and these are just only my perceptions. You know, we're all entitled to our own perceptions. So, yeah, but you are right. Positive thoughts bring positive out thoughts.
I see you got your fist out. Say your piece and get out. Guess I get the gist of it, but it's alright. Sorry that you feel that way. The only thing there is to say.
Every silver lining has a touch of gray. It does. I will get by. Good morning, Catfish. Good morning, brother man. Good to see you in the old VW bus. Hope all is well, little swell and totally hip and groovy. Coming in for some Grateful Dead, a little Touch of Grey. This one song, you know, the Grateful Dead has got me through a lot of that music. Their music alone has got me through a lot of stuff. But this one little song, you know, it's like when I've been down, you know, it's just like I put in some Touch of Grey because I know I will get by and I will survive. Hello, 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 hello. dog hasn't been fed in years, man. I'm sure glad I fed Ranger Dog every day. So, when you're a disc golfer, let me tell you, these discs come in really, 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 really handy. Little Grateful Dead. Touch of Grey. Man. Nothing like a little bit of Touch of Grey in the morning time. Disc golf, huh? Yeah. Disc golf, hey, cuz. Yep. I would like to get some disc golf in today. Some froth. Some froth. Mm-hmm. I have a big genre of music that I listen to, and I've been into some different stuff. I've been listening to a lot of different, from Sinatra lately to some Kentucky bluegrass, and here lately I've been finding myself listening to some Chris Stapleton. I don't know if you fine folks are familiar with any of his music, man, but I've been listening to a lot of country, a lot of bluegrass. I just grew up on that stuff. But I recently have met through Facebook, van life dealio. I have met some really groovy lady, a real groovy lady, and I don't know. It's just got me listening to some different music lately. And I don't know why I've been listening to a lot of Chris Stapleton, but I've been hooked on some Tennessee whiskey lately. Not drinking it, but this song right here, it's just like, I don't know what, something about it. So here's a little Chris Stapleton for you, my friend. Some Tennessee whiskey.
But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
stoner.
Honey, I stay stoned.
When you get wrapped up in the fart club, that's called the case of the farts, man. And I like getting the case of the farts.
In all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. And you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Tennessee whiskey.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You know,
You're as sweet
and we all know he's talking about a woman.
as strawberry wine.
Us men know about what that means.
You're as warm
To have a woman as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and
as a brandy.
now that's a blessing.
And honey, I stay stoned
And man,
on your love.
I want to get stoned on her love all the time.
Oh, that's smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey. Oh, that's sweet as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Little Chris Stapleton, my friends. Tennessee whiskey. I don't know. Like I said, I've been some stuck on some Chris Stapleton here lately. So you guys are all about the farts, man. So here's a little bit of fart for you guys. This is The Farts. 1980s punk band, The Farts. Just for you, friends. For the Fart Club. Because the effing world stinks. The name of the album. Name of the LP. Thanks for the farts, for hanging out this morning. That's enough fart from, that's enough punk fart. But I always like Mark's fart. I gotta pull out some Mark's fart. It's in the storage, so I gotta pull out some fart from Mark. But that was some farts for you. It's a punk rock band, The Farts. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the punk rock band, The Farts, but that took me back to a cool minute. A friend of mine that I grew up with back in California introduced me to The Farts way back in 1988. And that was way back when punk was punk, man. Punk was punk. So every time I hear anything about the Fart Club or anything about farts, not just Brother Mark's farts, there's other artists out there that talk about farts, you know, fun art. And I always think about the punk band, The Farts. See, these are Saturday mornings in the VW bus that we hardly get to, but every once in a while to do. I'm trying to catch up on some of you guys' comments a little bit here, but yeah, Saturday mornings are just a little bit different when we sipping on the coffee. I take my time sipping on the coffee. On Mondays, or Monday through Fridays, I can only drink about a cup and a half before I have to go to work. So, and when I get to work, I'm so busy, I don't need no more coffee. I don't need no more coffee, man. Mark Jones. Definitely fun times, brother, man. Definitely fun times. I don't know what you fine folks got planned for your Saturdays or your Saturday today. I certainly hope whatever it is, it's going to be a safe one for you. Me, I'm just hanging out. I'm gonna get around shortly. Raise the roof in the VW bus. Speaking of raising the roof, shall we do that? Hold on. Let's raise the roof. Let's raise the roof. Let's figure out how to change the. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. Sweet. We can raise the roof now. I gotta raise the roof. There we go. I got my brace on my top right side is kind of janky, so I use a piece of wood to keep it stabilized. Get that up. Holy smokes, it's still cold out here. Holy smokes, it's still cold. It seems like when the sun comes up, it gets colder for a little bit, which is odd. This area, my roof, my second story in my house is actually a sleeping space. This is actually a cot that will fold out, but I hardly ever use it. A, because I got to get the cot stitched together. But it's more handy for just my knick-knack space. But it makes standing up in the bus nice, where you can stand up in your van. The sun is on its way. So this spring and summer, I definitely have to redo the interior of this bus. Basically what I got to do is I got to pull the interior out of the bus. Sorry, I apologize, it's a little cluttered in here. That's the van life, but I got to pull the interior out. That's behind everything in here. It's just insulation from your home. It's just like that fiberglass insulation. It's not proper, you know, RV or insulation, anything like that. So I'm gonna redo it. I mean, it holds enough heat in for me, but it is drafty. If I'm gonna live in another winter in the old VW bus, I'm definitely going to change it up by next winter. And when I pull the interior out of this VW bus, I'm gonna have to make a choice then if I want to redo the interior, build it to a more suitable living condition, you know, because I could live in it. I mean, I've been living in it for 4 years as it is now, don't get me wrong, but I can, if I was to redo the interior and build the interior to where where a person's literally living in the bus, not designed to be camped in, man, oh man, it would be really nice. I'd have a nice little setup. So that has many options as well. But I definitely have to redo the interior of the bus, at least the installation. Well, it's already cruising into 1 hour of this live stream. You know, I like hanging out. I like being able to hang out on YouTube in the mornings and just yip yap and interact with you fine folks. Sometimes there's nobody interact or hangs out in the bus, and that's quite all right too. I'm still able to get off what's on my head, think about stuff, get it out to the world, talk about it. I like that. I like being able to utilize YouTube to my benefit, where I get to still interact with folks and bring them into my world, a little bit into my world. I like that. You know, since I'm such a small channel, I always put a little bit of Natalie. Start off with some coffee. Natalie Cole, the daughter of the great Nat King Cole. And then I like to leave a little bit of Grateful Dead on the way out. And yes, I get little YouTubes telling me I'm not in trouble, but if happen to monetization happens with me, there will be blankety blank blank blanks on my channel. There'll be my advertisement, which is cool with me, but I'm such a small channel, and I use my channel not to make money, not to do anything like that, which is not bad. That's very far out. That's what's cool about YouTube. You can use it on very many platforms and mediums. I use YouTube just to document my life and just able to talk, communicate, you know, because in this year of 2020 and technology as it's happening and just rolling on stronger and stronger, communication Human communication is getting harder and harder. For humans to communicate by just the sound of voice, talking to each other, that's what we're designed to do. Our ear hairs are designed to pick up them vibrations, you know? It's like the Beach Boys used to talk about, good vibrations. You know, it's those vibrations we need, and we, as humans, desperately need. And being behind computers and these screens like that, we lose a little bit of togetherness. Just a little bit. But we can use this technology to that benefit as well, so we can at least keep certain togetherness, you know? That's why I stress so hard, you know, we all should meet up someday. It's really a groovy thing for humans just to interact with other humans. Being nomadic in a VW bus or a van or an RV is all swell, well, and groovy and all. But you don't want to lose the ability to communicate with your fellow human, your fellow brother and sister. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. We'll hang out in the morning, sip on coffee, probably around the 7-ish mark in my neck of the woods. Just whenever I wake up. Have a most grateful and happy Saturday, my friends. Be safe. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Be grateful for every single moment and moments of the day, because we don't know. We don't, because these moments are just what's guaranteed at the moment. Peace. Love. And Volkswagen grease.